Good evening. If you're in Pyeongchang, maybe good morning. If you're anything like me in Norway, go to bed. I'm seriously tired. I thought this was gonna be completely fine. I got my comforter, I got a couple of pillows, I have some emergency tea, I have emergency raisins for those extra important calorie energy boosts. I got some orange juice in the fridge, but I still think this is gonna be very, very tricky, much more tricky than I was anticipating. It is the chess.com Crazyhouse Qualifier Championship, and I thought I would qualify. But having checked the schedule, I won't be able to make it any of the European time zone qualifiers. So I thought, well, that's no problem. I will just qualify in one of the later ones. And thank you to ChessBay for subscribing. I didn't hear any thunder. Is that because I have the sound too low? Nice haircut. Yeah, thank you. It's shorter than what I'm used to. People are in Norway. We have Leonard watching. Leonard is part of the production team for the Fischer random chess. Between Magnus and Hikaru. Some big action going on there. Magnus losing on time. Not the first time he's done that. So you'd think he knew better. But it happened, and things are suggest it's going to happen again. Tomorrow is another day. It's the final day of the Fischer Random, and he'll have a chance there to decide the match. Essentially, had he won this game, I think the match would have been over. So personally, I think it's kind of nice that Hikaru won the game, because it means that there's still tension for the final day. The chat is pretty active, I would say, for being 1:05 a.m. Of course, we have a lot of Americans who just enjoy having a evening stream instead of a day stream. Vodka has a very good question. What's on the board? Two dark squared bishops. And yes, that is what's on the board, because we are playing Crazyhouse. If you're a shogi fan, you will know this as not crazy at all. You will just think this is completely normal. But Crazyhouse is the variant of chess in which you can start inserting the pieces you capture. So we see on the left hand side, White has captured a knight and 3 pawns and can choose to put those pieces into the game, and so can Black with his pieces. So it's a tricky game. I'm not very good at it. So I think this is going to be an interesting one. And I was actually, my preparation for the championship, the chess.com Crazyhouse Championship, was to watch Fabiano Caruana. He was doing Crazyhouse on the Chess Bra stream, and he was really good. He really knew what he was doing. So I kind of started thinking, oh, he's been doing a bit too much Crazyhouse and a bit not enough chess after his Tala Steel performance. But yeah, so basically I was watching that stream and I saw some of the openings Fabiano was using. So basically I'm just copying him, and I think that's gonna work pretty well. How good are you in Crazyhouse? Asks piece of. Yeah, that's a tricky username. I'm not gonna say that out loud. Gothpusen has wine, waffles, and chess. Sleep is overrated. Normally, I would agree with you. Normally, I would think staying up at 1 a.m. and doing some chess is, well, it's basically another Wednesday for me. The thing is, I didn't really sleep too well this night. So I have some follow-up issues with sleep deprivation over several nights. So I'm seriously concerned as to whether I'll just, well, essentially, I mean, just shut down, stop talking because I don't have the energy to formulate sentences. But on the other hand, I imagine, much like watching a chess player tilting, losing his games, going completely berserk, I would think me sleeping is also some kind of entertainment. I think the Twitch community is really weird enough to enjoy that kind of thing. But correct me if I'm wrong. Twitchy McMudface has been watching the chess.com Twitch channel and my interview with Yasser Seiravan. Good interview, he says. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of Yasser's. On the other hand, who isn't, right? And we got to talk about chess, about openings, and then we just mixed it all together and ended up our little conversation talking about chess openings in Fisher Random. And my hypothesis is that you should just do the same old stuff, and it's not really a magical formula. You put some pawns in the center and you start developing your pieces, and things should be all right. We have Maria. Is that Maria in the chess as well? Wow. New glasses, says Distant Fire. No, these are old glasses. Old glasses. Thank you, Leonard, for subscribing. Thank you very much. Ah, ChessBay gifting Leonard. Well, Leonard being up at 1 a.m. is already something to thank. Yeah, these are old glasses. So basically these means that they actually sit on my face, which my normal glasses, well, let's just say they don't. They keep falling down my nose. But these are my old glasses. They stick really well. But on the other hand, they are not really my prescription, so they're not strong enough for me to use in everyday. Sit on my face. Yeah, sorry. As I said, it's 1 a.m. 1 a.m. and I'm not feeling very well. I mean, it's literally 30 minutes since I was like, wow, I'm feeling so good. This is actually gonna work out okay. And then kind of the final 15 minutes before going online, I slightly collapsed. But that's, you know, that's part of the fun, I suppose. What are we gonna do? Yes, we are going to do some Crazyhouse warm-up games. One question was, how good are you at Crazyhouse? And the answer is, I'm gonna try to find out, because I'm gonna play some training games, getting my crazy on. Hammer's gonna be quotable tonight, says Chessbay. Yeah, no, I really think so. Okay, so what Fabiano was doing, he was playing the Scandinavian. He played the Scandinavian against e4. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just copying people who know what they're doing. That is a solid strategy, I'd say. Check. I mean, it shouldn't be. If I go here, then maybe queen c8. I'm not gonna fall for that. Let's go with the knight. Okay, so I have a queen. I can put a queen here. Actually, I should have put a queen there earlier. Had I done that on the last move, that would have been pretty strong. I can give a check and then check with the rook. But I don't really see a follow-up. And he doesn't really have any checks on me. I'm just going to go knight g4, threaten on f2. Maybe take this one. Hammer fixed the board. Oh. But I thought I fixed the board. Ah, okay, this is the problem. I did fix the board, but then, you know, stuff happens. Hammer fixed the board. Yeah. Fixed. I think I fixed it. Now I give the check. Now I give the check because he spent his queen. So earlier I didn't give the check because I thought queen e1. But now he's moved the queen into the board. And yes, I give a check. I give a check. And he's not threatening anything. So I'm just gonna threaten. Am I gonna go here? Here? Wow, we got the entire crew. We got the entire Fisher Random crew in the chat. Wow. What an honor. What an honor. They're probably out having a good time. And here I sit playing Crazyhouse, wanting to go to bed. The priorities we make in life. Maybe here is good. Just to prove that triple pawns aren't really that bad. I'm gonna do this. I'm actually getting low on time. Indecisiveness can probably be something you want to avoid. Wow. Yeah, I'm really low on time. That's just my head thinking slowly. I'm probably gonna go. I thought if queen f4, I'm gonna go here. If queen e3, I'm gonna go there. And now I got this one next. I'm feeling pretty good about this game. I'm basically certain I'm gonna win, as long as I don't lose on time. Leonard asks, are you coming to the after party tomorrow? I was actually planning on streaming Crazyhouse tomorrow as well. The priorities we make. Let's see how to do checkmate. This one, it looks good. It's a solid pre-move checkmate. Actually, I changed my mind. I wanted to take the rook. Let's do another one. Have you been following any Olympic Games results? No, not really. I know that the Norwegians are taking a lot of medals, but that's kind of what we expect from them. Nothing more, nothing less. I think this is what Fabiano played. And he played it so quickly and so confidently. So I'm kind of just assuming that this is some kind of mainstream theory. Actually, Yasser is really, really good at Crazyhouse. Yasser is massively good in Crazyhouse. Maybe Yasser is at the party with the others. And now Tarja is joining as well. Wow, what a crowd. Yeah, so I think the normal plan is to go out with the bishop, but as long as he has his one on h5, I cannot really play. Okay, this is weird, but I thought maybe if I just stop bishop b4, I don't know. This became weird. I'm gonna go e3 next and then get the bishop out. Linolem has no idea how to evaluate positions in Crazyhouse. Well, that makes two of us. That makes two of us. So I'm happy I'm not the only one. Right now I'm just waiting for him to do something, right? I'm waiting for him to make a mistake and then I will try to win somehow. But the thing is, if he doesn't make a mistake, I don't really know what's going on. This could be a good position for white, it could be a bad position for white, it could be that nothing is going on. But as far as I can understand, the guy I'm playing is doing pretty well. Because now I think he's gonna go not that one, but knight h5. I think knight h5 is probably a good move. Still knight of h5, I think. Yeah, I don't know. What's going on? I don't know. Let's do some exchanges. Pawn structure is interesting. But how do you know whether it's a good or bad pawn structure? I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna start putting in my pieces. This feels like the right timing to do that. Okay, it's so tempting to win a piece, right? I don't think anything bad is happening. Knight h3 I can take. Knight e2 doesn't really work. Okay, so now I won two pieces, no? You just sit there, you wait for the opponent to make a mistake, and then you pounce. That is basically Hammer's guide to Crazyhouse. Just wait for the mistake and pounce. What do you think about the Magnus Naka games? I thought that Naka is getting outplayed, right? He's getting outplayed more than once. This looks good. Did you talk to Magnus? Asks Bombcloud Attack. He knew he was gonna lose on time, didn't he? I don't know. I think he just freaked out. He got low on time and he panicked and he forgot that. He said in an interview that he was planning to claim a draw when he got low on time, and then I guess he just forgot, which is weird, but it's what it is. I mean, surely I should be able to win this somehow, right? It feels like I didn't really do it in the right way, but I got a win. And that's what counts. That's what counts. Wow. ChessBay is putting my memorable quotes in a loop. Really building expectations for me to say something silly. Bishop f5. So apparently this opening is a thing. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why. But I guess if all the cool kids are doing this, then I'll follow suit. I think what I learned from the first two games is that I need to play a little bit quicker. I could get flagged a lot if this is the pace I'm going for. And all the time now I'm concerned about him taking and then dropping something on e4. And it doesn't... I don't really like my position, which is kind of, it's a bit early in the game to start saying stuff like that, but I don't feel like this went the way you're supposed to. Yeah, so he drops. I guess the good thing about your opponent dropping pieces in Crazyhouse is that once they drop something, then they kind of run out of pieces, right? So now I have one spare bishop, which I can kind of just keep. And then I'll hope that he doesn't manage to do anything with the bishops he has. But on the other hand, what am I gonna do, right? I mean, it's not really like too much stuff is going on. Previously, I had this idea about Crazyhouse that you should drop your pieces as soon as possible to make sure that you always have a lot of material on the board, that you never get stuck with tons of material on your hand. But I have become older and wiser. And now I believe that is not the way to play. Now I believe sometimes it's nice to have something lurking. At this point, I mean, we're basically playing a very strange strategical game of chess. Just that he's playing faster than me. Or she, I suppose. I've been watching a bit of Helm's Knight. That has also been my Crazyhouse preparation. In one game she played a4, rook a3, and rook f3, and won easily. And that was just very impressive to watch. How do you even come up with that stuff, right? Okay, now I'm actually, I mean, am I getting positionally outplayed or what's going on? Maybe I'm actually just picking up this pawn. Yeah, Okay, so that's a free pawn. The hammer way of playing Crazyhouse. Just wait until your opponent blunders. And then see what happens. Now he dropped this again, and I think that's a mistake. Actually, I think that's a mistake. Because now, there's nothing really going on. And I can just chase this one. I mean, probably I didn't really do that the best way. And not even probably, I didn't do that the best way. Yeah, because now things are dropping and squares are weak, and yeah, this was poorly executed. Very poorly executed. I'm so slow. I'm so slow. Oh, yeah, I think it's good I took these training games. I really needed this. Ugh, what a guy. You gonna do it again? He actually is. Yeah. Wow, Eric in the house. Jespra. Hammer trying to learn some Crazyhouse, and I'm getting the expert. I'm getting the experts teaching me a lesson. I was much better in the last game, and then I have no idea what happened. So this is the opening I learned watching Fabiano play on the Chessbra channel. And I was actually checking their stream before I started mine, and they were doing hand and brain. Yeah. And now Eric says in the chat that he's just testing for stream overlay. But I'm testing for actually trying to be good at Crazyhouse, Eric. Come on. I mean, testing for stream overlay. I mean, if you wanted to play, if you wanted to test, you could have done what I did. You could have just observed a Crazyhouse game. I was being clever. Nah. Distant Fire asks, tomorrow there's a Crazyhouse tourney. Well, tonight as well. There's qualifiers going this week. Korean Knife asks, I watched Magnus on Netflix. Awesome documentary. Do you still work with him occasionally? Yeah, occasionally. Regulars in the stream will know that that he was on the stream just a couple of days ago. Well, a week ago, I suppose. Yeah, it's game chat. Game chat. Eric is saying that he's testing for stream overlay. But I needed to get a bit of a crushing. I wanted. Now I played e4. Well, that's what happens. The d4 opening was not working for me anyhow. It was not a big success. Yeah, 95, that's what you do when you don't know how to play Crazyhouse, right? Because this sacrifice is not actually very good. But having already done 95, am I going to go back? Probably not. I might, actually. I did get a haircut. You know how you can tell? By the fact that my hair is massively short. I would maybe even go as far as to say too short. But that is for for others to judge. Will Magnus be back, says Fraggy. No, I seriously doubt that. I doubt it, but you never know. You never do know. So I dropped this knight, which is kind of against my principles of keeping some stuff on my hand. But on the other hand, I was crushing the guy and ended up losing in big fashion. So my play doesn't really need to be accurate. It just needs to be quicker. I just need to play a bit quicker. So now we're gonna do the rook coming up on the third rank. Maybe doing something funky toward the black king. Pure Fan asks, have you played Malmö Siegemann? Yes, I have played the Siegemann tournament 2 times. Did I win the Siegemann tournament? That I cannot remember. I did pretty well. I was in the shared lead with Anish, and then I think I lost to Anish and ended up in 2nd place. So I can trap the queen by going bishop g5, but I think the queen is not actually that valuable. So I think good Crazyhouse players will look at me playing bishop g5 and say, man, you suck. So I'm not gonna do it to pretend that I have a clue what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go h5, even though bishop g5 would have trapped the queen. I'm just so scared of somebody calling me poor at Crazyhouse, even though it's the truth. I want to live in a world in which I'm the only one who knows I'm bad at Crazyhouse. High Shovel asks, do you agree that the Queen's Gambit declined is the dullest opening in the history of chess openings? No, I do not. I do believe it's one of the best openings in the history of chess. And I also believe that I have played it myself many times with black just the last couple of months. And I have made many draws against not very highly rated players. So it's I will admit to it not being a spectacular winning attempt. Not playing bishop g5? No, I'm not bad at Crazyhouse. I made the good decision there. I made the you're not supposed to give up 2 pieces for your queen decision. That is a very mature thing to do. High Shovel is going on about my drawing tendencies. And to that, I just want to say that I'm not playing for a draw. It just ends up being a draw in some mysterious fashion. I have no idea how. Somehow it starts out being equal and then it becomes a draw. Who knows how? Let's see. Chess Bay has announced my haircut on Discord. That is, yeah, I don't know what to think about that. Do you think it will improve my viewership that I got a haircut? Or are people just coming because they're interested in what kind of a train wreck hairstyle I got? Okay, so it's checkmate. checkmate, but I still don't feel like I cracked the clue as to how Crazyhouse should be played, because the only games I've managed to win so far are basically Eric for feeding, because he was doing formatting for his Crazyhouse stream, and then there was a guy I lost a game, and then I've been beating the 1500s. So probably I'm definitely good enough for 1800 Crazyhouse rating. But I don't think that's going to take me to the chess.com finals. Okay, we got some exchanges. I cannot tell whether that's good or bad news. I'll try to put the knight on f4. I got some pieces here. I can go with my bishop to c6. I quite like that. I'm gonna go with the bishop. I'm gonna keep these guys. My king feels pretty safe. Of course, those are famous last words. But for the moment, it feels very safe. Who can bench press more? You or Magnus? Definitely Magnus. Well, actually, I've never seen him do bench press. But the thing is that I did it once. And, well, basically, I maxed at 60. Which is already, I think, not very good. But I wasn't able to do repetitions unless I just had the no weights on. So I did repetitions at 20 kilos, which is honestly embarrassing. I mean, I guess there's no other way of putting it. I think there was a girl in our class who was like 50 kilos or maybe, yeah. She was doing heavier repetitions than I was. Of course, you cannot really do lower repetitions when I'm just at 20. But yeah, those were the days, I tell you. Those were the days. I can try to exchange off queens here. Takes and then takes. That's always a big decision. But it looks pretty good to me because I have a lot of pieces on my hand. And it just feels like this is going to end up being checkmate somehow. I have some knights. Maybe I can even just take this one. Take this one and then we go here. Now I'm just going to do the monstrous put all your pieces on the board and crush your opponent. Very much like one of my opponents did to me earlier. I'm gonna go here. And now if rook g5 I take. If rook g4, I forgot he had that move. Because in my mind I put the bishop on h3. What to do on rook to g4? I don't know. He didn't do that. Fortunately, he took. Now I'm gonna do this and this and this. Pressure is piling on. I'm not liking white's chances. And I'm up on time, which is rare. And it's checkmate. I maxed 60 kilos, but I was doing the repetitions with 20. But it's a long time ago. Trust me when I say that Magnus was not very fit at that point in time. So Proxima is asking about openings. What does AOO mean? And B99. Those are very strange opening codes which have absolutely no relevance whatsoever anymore. I think it was some kind of system. I don't remember what it's called, but they developed it for when they had like books doing all opening theory that was known to man. Nowadays, you know, we just have databases for that. Korean Knife says you should reach out to Yasser and see if he will give you some Crazyhouse pointers. That guy is a beast. Yeah, no, I know Yasser is really good at Crazyhouse, and I just spoke to him for 15 minutes today. I mean, such a waste. I knew I was doing a Crazyhouse stream. I was having a conversation with Yasser, and I was unable to put 2 and 2 together. That is pretty not clever. Eco codes, yes, that is the names. Eco codes, the AOO and the B99s and whatnot. I don't think they have any solid good use anymore. Are you a fan of the Dutch against D4? No, I am not. Anybody in the chat who can give me some Crazyhouse pointers? I mean, surely there's somebody in the chat who knows Crazyhouse. How have I been playing? Am I doing okay? Let's do a game against Farhan Ahmed from Pakistan. Oh, it's my turn. White starts the game. D4. Trying to repeat the Karana Crazyhouse opening. It was not a big success the last time round. Maybe this time will go better. Let's go bishop b5 this time. A bit more aggressive. And then let's continue this pawn structure. I didn't understand anything what was going on, but it looked interesting enough. Let's do knight e5. I'm thinking about doing f3, pushing the knight away. Maybe I can get a bishop for a knight. A lot of people really like knights in Crazyhouse, but I get the feeling that the top Crazyhouse players appreciates bishops. Speaking of which, I should probably save mine, but I could have taken on e5. I don't know what I would have done then. And now I need to get the next piece in action. I'll probably retreat this bishop at some point and then get this one out. So according to plan, I am playing quicker than the first couple of games. I still really have no understanding of what's going on, but at the moment I have very good dark squared control. Very good dark squared control. So things are okay, I suppose. Take f4 wins the piece, and then the question is how much of an attack does black get in the meantime? The answer is probably quite a bit. So now I started thinking again. I don't see how this is gonna go very well. I don't see how I'm gonna manage to qualify. I don't see how I'm even gonna manage to... Yeah, I don't know. Actually, let's go h3. This is such a chicken move, but it prevents his plan of placing a pawn on h3. So as long as you prevent your opponent's plans, I suppose it's okay, right? And now there's a lot of knights coming to h5, h4. Let's put in a bishop. Now there's a rook coming down on toward e3. Let's see, any crazy house tips? Usadik is in the chat. That is a chess bra, if I'm not mistaken. And the chess bras are well known to be crazy house players. Surely Dr. Usadik, or however you pronounce it, will have some tips for a beginner such as myself. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this position. To be honest, I don't even see how I'm going to defend this pawn. Metal Eagle. Metal Eagle is confirming what I actually was mentioning, that you shouldn't drop your pieces too quickly. It just feels like you should, because sometimes I get massively crushed. But pieces you don't drop can be used later to greater effect. Yes, I agree. I will, from now on, I will not drop pieces unnecessarily in defense. I just end up blundering stuff anyhow. And I have no attacking chances against this king side. And I need to go quicker, much quicker. Let's just take this one. Maybe I can do something with a knight. As it turns out, no. I need a bishop. I need a bishop to point. Let's just take and take and take and... Okay. Surely I have some kind of attack going on now, right? Let's do this one. Then maybe this one. Okay, I'll just have to pre-move and hope for the best. Ah, I'm just getting checkmated. Of course, I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming. Things are not looking good. I think I'm going to get massively crushed. But I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be fighting. I'm going to pretend like... I mean, people maybe they see my GM title and get scared. That is absolutely my #1 hope. I don't really have any other hope. Because I'm not a very... Actually, let's do a game against Halvar. Halvar staying up, being a loyal viewer to the channel. We're gonna do a Crazy House game and see what happens. And I keep playing the Fabiano opening, but I also keep getting positions I'm unhappy with. I don't know how to reconcile those two. Pure fan, do you think learning eco variants is useful? Absolutely no. No. It's not useful at all. Don't spend your time on it. Isolda asks, what do you think about Magnus not offering a draw? Well, his mistake. His mistake. He really should have. And it cost him. It cost him. And now I dropped a bishop for no good reason. I mean, knowing some kind of guidelines is nice enough, but when you're not able to follow them up in real life, it's kind of useless. Had this been a chess position, I would be very happy with what's going on. Coming with the queen, well, maybe not there, but even one step further. But this being a crazy house position, I'm not sure it's as enjoyable as a chess position would have been. I don't really even know what I'm looking for. What am I? Am I trying to exchange stuff? Am I trying to create an attack? What am I doing? Now I'm gonna go here. This looks pretty good. This one is annoying for him, and now this one is coming, creating some threats. Now I quite like my position. Maybe drop a knight on g5. Let's take with the f pawn. Let's actually continue dropping stuff. I know I'm not supposed to, but it's just so tempting. So tempting. And now take more stuff. And try to open up somehow. Ahmed is in the chat and he's very happy with his game, for good reason. But he is not the only one crushing me, unfortunately. You do get the bragging rights, but there's some question as to how valuable those rights are. Because everybody is killing me. I mean, look at these knights, they're just fantastic. How did this even happen? I don't really understand what I did that was so terribly wrong. And I'm down on time as well. I mean, nothing is working out. I don't think this is me being tired. I really think this is me just being not very good at Crazyhouse. Farhan is recommending e4 openings. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. It's just that I saw Fabiano Caruana playing d4. So I thought following his lead would probably be a good idea, right? Maybe right, maybe wrong. Okay, I'm gonna drop a lot of stuff and see what happens. I could have taken here actually. This is looking pretty good. Checkmate to you, my good friend. I can do the tactics. I just need to get myself in a position to actually have some tactics available. There's 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes till the qualifier starts. I'm gonna get some strength. I'm gonna do a cup of tea. Maybe some raisins. E4 and D4 are both good, says Heiser Jack. You're gonna win the event easily, says Linolem. I find that optimistic. At the very least optimistic. There's some guy playing with Crazyhouse in his name, in his username. Master Tan Crazyhouse. I mean, if you have Crazyhouse in your name, you're probably very good. A lot of Canadians playing. I'm guessing that's some kind of chess bra influence. Jeffrey Shong is in it. The former world junior champion. And Liam is in it as well. Estimating his chances at 1 in 100. No. 1 in 1,000? Master Tan is one of the best, says Heiser Jack. Yeah, no, I would think so. Having Crazyhouse in your username, kind of, you gotta have some confidence when you do that. It seems like all the good players are joining at the last minute. I'm currently seated 12th. But having seen those training games, I really don't think I'm gonna manage to play to my 2180 rating. Probably my strength is closer to, I don't know, 1800. But we will give it a go. Actually, chess.com organized a Crazyhouse Championship last year as well. And I was checking, I actually qualified. I qualified to the final last year. Now, I don't remember whether the system was different. Yeah, already this guy knows what he's doing. So everybody playing against me put their bishop on f5. I suppose that was clever. But I can do it on the next move. No problemo. And now I'm not gonna drop my pieces too soon. And I'm gonna play fast. I mean, those training games, my main issue was always just playing too slowly. So I'm gonna play quicker. I have 2 bishops. He has 2 knights, but some of my pieces are pretty good. Some of them are pretty good. Let's go for an attack, actually. Attack! Maybe I can take and go drop knight g4. f4, okay. It's a bit strange, but I see the logic behind it. I'm gonna drop something. I'm gonna put this one on g3. Kind of just controlling a lot of squares on the king side. And he's trying to get a trade. And I think probably I'll avoid the trade for now. Or maybe not. Nah, actually I'm gonna take this one because I want to get a knight. I want to get a knight, so I gave up my bishop in order to get the knight on f5, which looks pretty strong. Okay, he takes, I take back. He has no checks. He has absolutely nothing. He has 1 check, I take. Nothing. And now he even blundered his bishop. Now I have a lot of pieces. I should be able to win this. I should be able to win this. That is understating it a little bit. I should be able to win this. Let's go here. I'm very tempted to do queen takes g2. But the thing is, it's probably very unnecessary. But what is the accurate way of winning without exchanging too much? That I don't know. Actually, let me take this one. Queen exchange. I mean, surely queen exchange is not really something you're hoping for in this position. Let's give a check first. And then exchange. And I would hope with the queen, there's a checkmate here somewhere, right? That's probably the most accurate one. Check to your king. And checkmate. Okay. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but all I see is Chessbay writing, you chit chat and you hook up like dating. And she started it out with, you know, other GMs and you chit chat and you hook up. I don't know. That sounds like something I should investigate. What has been going on in the chat? Something's going on. Something's going on. New haircut. Everybody's noticing the haircut. I cut my hair. I had a stream earlier, no? Maybe not. Maybe not. This is a great stream, says Jarleif Trebart. That sounds like Norwegian-ish. And that means he's up watching the curling. We have Norwegians competing in the curling right now. Or maybe they're actually done already. They were starting at 1 a.m. That's 1 hour ago. And curling. Yeah, Norwegians actually really love curling. The only ones better than us is the Canadians. So actually it's a lot like chess streaming. What? There's a new game already? Wow. This is... wow. I thought there was going to be a much longer break. What is going on? E5. I mean, you gotta be pretty confident to go E5. Okay, I'll point stuff towards F7. Okay. I guess this is modern Crazyhouse theory. So he's playing very fast. Bishop B6, it looks like such a terrible move. Terrible move. What's he wanting to do? Well, I mean, it's not really, you're not being you're not really trying to hide your intentions playing a move like that. Let me just put the bishop here and see what, if anything, he's intending. Wow. Okay, I mean, if this works, this is just different level. I have no chance. I mean, what is going on? The thing is, this pawn is doing a very good job of blocking stuff for me. So I just put my king on h1 and I'm reasonably safe. I'm reasonably safe. Yeah, what's going on? I don't know. I do not understand what is going on. He's trying to flag me, I suppose. He's just trying to flag me. One of those guys. let's go here. No. Let's go here. He really wants that knight. I don't think I'm gonna give it to him. I think that knight I'm keeping for myself. Because the knight could actually do some damage here. What? What the? What? I mean, what? And he's playing so quickly. He's playing so quickly. I mean, what is going on? What is going on? I don't know. I need to get this knight out. And I also, this pawn dropping on e2 is a bit of a problem. So I'm gonna go bishop c4, kind of pointing toward the king, but mostly it's because I'm afraid of pawn to e2. Drop the pawn. Check. I take. Takes. Rook check. Checkmate. Yeah, but I don't see that happening. I'm low on time. That's the entire trick. He's just getting me low on time and then beating me through some kind of magical. I don't think there's anything going on. But that's a good move. No. Suddenly I realized he can go king e6, after which pre-moving queen b5 is a bit of a mistake. And so I stopped my pre-move and then he went there anyhow. And I made it with 0.1 seconds. Come on guys, did you see that? Somebody should be crazy. 0.1 seconds. What? What is going on? Whoa. Oh my gosh. I think I made a mistake playing in the American Crazyhouse. Because I think the Americans really know what they're doing. The Americans know what they're doing, you know? They're not fooling around. 0.1 seconds. Wow. That is so sick. So sick. I'm very happy with this. I mean, no matter how it goes today, I'm very happy. D5, is that a good move? Really? I don't see what you're doing. I don't see how this is gonna be so dangerous. Show me what you got. Okay, I can see it being moderately dangerous. And by moderately, I mean very. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe I can just put the knight in between, actually. Or maybe not. Yeah, I should have gone C6, but he would have been, probably he had a very strong attack then. But now he has a very strong attack and doesn't really need to give up anything to get it. Yeah. No, it's tough. Getting that game so quickly after having that amazing finish. I mean, how do you adjust? How do you get back on your feet without being so... Yeah, I might as well resign this. I have no chance. My bishop is threatened, e6 is coming. A lot of bad stuff is happening to me in this position. There's not many American top Crazyhouse players. Really? Well, better than me, I can tell you that much. Better than me. Checkmate, next move. What are you gonna do? Ender says, Hammer just started playing Crazyhouse the last 20 seconds. Clutch win. Yeah. Now I thought I was gonna get some seconds to enjoy my amazing win, right? And then I just end up losing in 15 moves in the next game. It's rough, rough, rough. Yeah, it's Jeffrey Jon, former world junior champion. I don't know if he's very good at Crazyhouse. I played too poorly to get an estimation of whether he's good or not. I gave him this game way too easily. So now I get a lot of time, but now I don't have easy access to my brilliant game last week. Well, last round. How can I find that game? I want to give myself some comfort. Wow, there's only 7 rounds. And I really thought that each round was gonna take 15 minutes, but this is some real harsh stuff going on. Immediately after everyone's done, there's a new game. So 7 rounds we're gonna do in 7 times 6 is 42 minutes. Wow. So when I estimated that this stream would be 3 hours, I was off by more than an hour. Huh. Well, just as well, I suppose. I should get to bed. Yeah, I mean, Jeffrey is up to 2800 in Crazyhouse, but I think that just tells me that he hasn't played a lot of Crazyhouse. Because, I mean, when I start out, all GMs start out with 2600 or something. So I don't think his rating necessarily means that he's good at Crazyhouse. Him winning in 18 moves suggests that probably he's decent. But I didn't give him much of a fight this game. Okay, new chance. Let's do e4 again. e4 worked out in the last game, so let's do a repeat. e4, another e5. So this is what they're doing, the Crazyhouse guys. And now he's playing d6. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, should I go h3 or is that some kind of mortal sin? It worked out the last game, so I'm just gonna keep doing it, I think. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Maybe I'll go bishop g5 this time. Nah. Okay, so this is my idea, to go b3. Freestyling, yes. But could be interesting, right? Get some pawns toward the center. Good control over d5. I have no idea whether those kind of things are worth something in Crazyhouse. But it's decent in chess. So for the moment, I'm just gonna pretend that this is your average game of chess and that I'm doing okay. Pure Fan is giving up. The first guy to do so, or maybe just the first guy to admit it publicly, that he has work in the morning in 5 hours. That sounds like a Central European viewer. Okay, knight d4 was good. Knight d4 was clever. It was very clever, actually. It's so clever, I started regretting my earlier plan. Let's go bishop e3 and take that knight. Not that one, but that one. Started at 1600 or 2600? 26. 26. Did something happen to my chat? Because nobody has badges on my chat. And now it kind of looks weird. I got used to seeing all the badges. Okay, everybody else in the chat over and discovered the same thing. So at the very least, I'm not alone in thinking that's weird. The badges on Twitch are down. Of all the emergencies you could think of in the world, Twitch badges being down has got to be up there. Bishop G here. Should I put something in? I mean, we agreed on not doing that, but on the other hand, I don't see how to deal with this pin otherwise. I could go there, and there. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Probably it's not very impressive. Actually, this move I think is a mistake. That is probably dropping too many pieces. On the other hand, I need to take care about, I should be a bit careful about h6 coming up. And time, of course. Time is also a big deal. Yeah, this knight is falling. But on the other hand, maybe that will give me the option of doing something. I can do this. Now I'm threatening knight h6 check. But I think that probably I don't want that check. Probably I don't want that. It's too many pieces for the queen. Very, very low on time. Very low on time. Very low on time. And that's how you do it, boys and girls. Moobot died as well. Yeah, no, the chat really feels really quiet without all the badges. Let's get the chat rolling with some. I get another white, and the games are really coming quickly. I mean, there's no rest for the wicked. Man. No rest for the wicked. The French. I don't know what to do against the French. I guess I'll go e5. How am I doing in the tournament? I don't really know. For some reason, the standings aren't updating on who's winning. For some reason, in my standings, there's a guy with 1 out of 4 on the top. And that feels wrong to me. And this guy is not playing very well, as far as I can tell. I mean, this has to be the most terrible Crazyhouse opening ever, right? But he's going for it. He's playing it. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Why doesn't he care? This seems like a terrible, terrible opening. I don't get it. I mean, This is a good drop, no? This is what you're supposed to do. Heavy pressure toward the black king side. I mean, this looks so good for me. I have no idea what he's doing in the opening. But on the other hand, I mean, the one time I played black, I got crushed. So if nothing else, he's lasting longer than me. But I really thought that he should have higher standards than doing better than me. Okay, the bishop joined the fun. Let's see, how do we exchange some pieces to get something going here? How do we increase the attack? Probably going this one, I think. And then d5 next, exchanging a pawn so that I can drop a pawn on f6, but also opening up for the queen on the e file. Looks very strong to me, very strong. Okay, he takes. Now if I drop something on d6, that's basically checkmate, right? I don't have a knight, so that's probably in my dreams. Okay, so maybe I made a mistake giving him a free pawn. It felt really right. It felt like there's no way that black could possibly survive this. But he's just playing on as if nothing has happened. I mean, you gotta admire him for that. But to me, it just feels like this is a complete disaster. I'm gonna play quicker. Actually, I'm gonna play quicker because it feels like this is such a good position that the only way I can mess this up is by not playing quickly enough. I don't really know what's going on. Probably I've made some huge mistakes. It feels like I should have decided this game by now. Yeah, he missed that one. That was my only threat. My only attempt at... Yeah, I think probably he had a checkmate there. I think I played that very poorly. I dropped the bishop on c3. That was a mistake. I didn't follow the advice I was given and I dropped something. It feels like here I should be easily winning, but something, maybe just play rook d1 immediately and not chase his knight to a better square. I mean, I chased his knight away, and also I put my own pieces on worse squares. It should still be good. Maybe bishop c4 here. Bishop c4 and then drop a bishop on d5. Looks like a complete disaster. Yeah, no, it was fine. I messed up. Bishop c4 here, I would say. And then I'm probably good. Okay, another game. I'm on 4 out of 5. I'm very happy with how this is going so far. But now I got another black game, and let's just say black games have not been working out for me. Maybe I should copy the other guy. Probably he knew what he was doing, I would say. So let's do what he did. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. This looks normal-ish to me. So if he goes knight d5, I'm just taking it. And then going knight f4. To me, it feels like this should be some kind of crazy house theory. But what do I know? What do I know? This looks good to me. I don't know, this looks good to me. Probably he'll drop a queen on g5. And then, can I cover this somehow? I can go with the knight, but then queen takes g7 is a problem. It's a big problem. Maybe it's not good for me, after all. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted. It felt like a fun move to play, but if it's not good, it's not good. Bishop coming. Yeah, I should have protected the bishop. But then knight f6, knight takes g7, queen takes g7, I get g2, but I couldn't see the follow-up. I should have gone for it anyway, because now I'm just a queen down for no good reason. At least then I would have felt like I was doing something with my life. I don't know, maybe I'm fighting. I'm actually fighting here. Oh, maybe I'm not. Yeah, maybe I'm not. So queen down is good in Crazyhouse, asks Celinolum. No, well, apparently not. But I thought in Crazyhouse you can do some cool sacrifices, but apparently this was not one of those occasions. Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm reasonably happy with how I'm doing, seeing as how I don't really know any openings. I feel like the two black games I've had, I've just gotten crushed in 15 moves. And with white, I'm actually winning. So if I just, if I just managed to survive my black games, this would have been okay. Sean beat Master Tan, says Heiser Jack. I'm assuming that means Zhang is pretty good. Probably means Zhang is pretty good. I'm having some issues with my camera. It malfunctioned before the title Tuesday. Now it's not looking very good. Not having a good day. Oh, we started another game. I mean, oh, the chat is on a delay, right? Chat is on a delay and could not warn me that we had started another game. E6. That is some crazy house. Wow. Wow. So you're saying taking this one is not a good move? I'm not sure I cannot take it. I'm not sure I have the discipline not to take this one. I'm gonna take it. Who cares? I'm gonna take it. True to style. Hammer takes pawns. That's just way of life. So this is looking good, no? This is looking very good. I'm 2 pawns up for absolutely nothing. He has nothing to show for it. Now I'm 3 pawns up. So now I gave that pawn away on purpose, because I thought probably I have some sneaky attacking moves here. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's get the party started. Let's see what happens when I make this move. How are you going to respond to that? I don't know. You don't know. And that's where we're at. Okay, so takes. He's gonna give some checks and then probably I'm gonna say probably queen d5. Okay, another check. I don't think that was a good move. Actually, maybe I could have taken that one. Okay, too late now. Yeah, I don't think placing that knight was very good. Okay, that one I'm definitely not taking. I mean, how can I not take that one? Take, check. I have no checks. That's insane. Okay, back, then I take. Take. Am I missing a rook? Okay, I'll go back and see what happens. I mean, I'm very low on time, so surely he will play for a win. No? I'm too low on time. I'm too low on time. So we have a Crazyhouse draw. I didn't see how to give a checkmate, and he didn't. And he didn't want to win. I mean, he could have played anything, and he would have won that game on time, I think. Queen d5. I mean, he can give a check on e1 because of me not having enough attacking pieces. But by that very same logic, he should be able to go queen d5 because I have no good checks. So probably he was winning there. Queen takes f3. Okay, let's analyze. The chat is wondering. Queen takes f3. He takes back. Check. Takes back. Now, it looks like I'm easily winning, right? I have this amazing arsenal of pieces. But he has a queen. And when he drops the queen, that's going to be some serious issues going on toward my king. So I didn't see how. This is what I should do. This, of course. I should do the pawn and then the queen. Because then I queen the pawn and I make sure I never run out of line pieces. So this, and just this. I should have taken. Why didn't I take on f3? It was such an obvious move. Such an obvious move. And I'm 17th. 17th. That doesn't strike me as very good. I thought this was going really well. But 17th is not a massive score. And had I won this game, I would have been shared 5th. So then it would have been down to tie breaks. And my tie breaks were probably very good. My tie breaks were decent. So if I had taken on f3, maybe I could have gotten 5th place and qualified. Who knows? Drawing Crazyhouse. I thought it was just funny. I mean, in addition to not seeing this idea of e7 and then queen at f8, I thought it was just funny having a draw in Crazyhouse. Pawn at e7 with check, then attack with knight, says Farhan Ahmed. And I should listen to Farhan because he beat me in my training games. Norway lost in curling. Wow, we lost to the Russians. That is actually disappointing. I can't actually watch the Olympiad because I can't watch the Olympiad because I don't remember my password. And I tried resetting my password and it didn't work. So Olympiad is kind of off the table. So Crazyhouse instead for me. Yes, we didn't lose to the Russian. We lost to the team playing under the Olympic flag consisting of Russian athletes. I've not been following closely enough to understand why that is a thing. You should have board sounds on, says Chess Bay. Yeah, maybe. Thank you to Rockhawk for subscribing. I really did not anticipate this only taking 45 minutes. I really thought we were going to be sitting here for quite some time. I actually scheduled 2 hours for the entire tournament. And for the life of me, I cannot understand how I got the idea that this was going to take 2 hours. I guess it's because Title Tuesday is 2 hours, right? But this is without increment. And maybe it's even 2 rounds less. Let's do another couple of Crazyhouse challenges and then I'm going to go to sleep. I'm actually feeling pretty good. It must be the tea. Must be the tea. Yeah, no, I understand that the Russians were doping, but I mean, probably the curling team was not one of the dopers, right? Yeah, maybe it is. But I don't want to say that other people's coffee emoji is better than my tea emoji. Let's do some Crazyhouse. Who's challenging me? Ah, there are people. Heiser. Let's do Heiser. Let's go, my friend. Yeah, Twitchy is saying the same thing as me. How do you dope in curling? It's probably they just we're trying to ban Russians in general. This is weird. This is just strange. I mean, in Crazyhouse, fianchettoing your bishop. I mean, that has got to be absolutely terrible, right? I mean, I put a pawn at h6 and you can basically resign. I think he's making a joke, Mr. Twitchy McMudface. The chess player doping with hairline products. It sounds like the beginning of a joke to me, but what do I know? I'm just a tired Norwegian. Actually, this opening became pretty clever, because now he can play knight takes d4 next. And then go d takes e5, and he gets like every single central pawn in the entire universe, and then he can just start making an army on the other side. I'm actually gonna prevent that. It's kind of desperate, but I really didn't like the thinking of Knight takes d4. El Ignorante, you are late. You are late. Laughing about the perpetual. Okay, so this opening apparently is played by the greatest Crazyhouse player, Jon Lee. That is strange. I mean, it looks so bad. But what do I know? I mean, the only thing I do know is that I know less about Crazyhouse than Jon Lee. So maybe I should just keep my thoughts to myself and watch this masterful opening do its magic. Yeah, I realize I'm worse with white. I mean, all my pieces are undeveloped. So right now I'm just trying to confuse. Just gonna try to confuse and make something happen. Farhan asks, will you play again tomorrow? Yes, that is the plan. That is the plan, to play again tomorrow. But apparently I got invited to the after party for the Fisher Random event. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll prioritize that. Doesn't really sound like me prioritizing that. Okay, what's going on? I'm gonna sacrifice my queen. I'm not quite sure how. This one is possible, but this one is also possible. And which one is the better one? I don't know. Let's go with this one, actually. When is your next tournament? Asked Halvar. I will be playing in 1.5 weeks. At the I should have seen that one coming, I feel. Should have seen that one coming. I was thinking bishop takes and then queen e6, but this is much better. Maybe I can go here. I don't know what's going on. I'm just making this stuff up. Making it up as we go. That was probably not a good move. This looks good, no? Check. Should I be concerned about that? Maybe? Okay, big decision. Do I go g8 check? No. So I go here. Probably actually king g7 there was good. King g7 there was good. But now I got what I wanted. This was my plan all along. And it looks pretty good to me. It looks pretty good to me. Check and checkmate. Yes, the Norway Gnomes will be playing this Wednesday, and having seen the Twitch chat, having seen the speculations as to whether or not Mr. Hammer would be sacked as the Norway Gnomes team manager. I did some investigation of the team roster to see whether there was any players who were performing above their expected ratings. And on this list, I found a Mr. Hammer. So I have decided, in an attempt to save my job as the Gnomes manager, I have decided that Hammer will be playing the important match against Armenia on Wednesday. So we are fielding a team with Grandelius, Hammer, we have Romanov, and we have Elham. So we have a team of 3 players, 3 26-20 players, and Niels is a bit better than that. So so yeah, I'm going to war. Lead the troops, not boss them around. Will you still stream? Asks the Juggard. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. It worked out the last time round, so I think streaming this time as well is gonna work out okay. My rating performance was good even with the streaming, so I'm hoping that keeps up. Eastern Division is very tough at the moment, says Farhan. Yeah, I agree. It's very, very tricky. So we are currently on one of the spots that qualifies for the for the knockout stages, but we are also equal on points with the team that's in 6th place. So it's crazy close in our division, and I'm not trying to be a mood killer or anything, but every time we have played without Magnus on the team, we have lost. I'm not saying it's gonna happen again, I'm just saying it's not a very good sign. Every time without Magnus, we have lost. Dora, for you, I will remove the final checkmate to the box to let you observe the final checkmate. The king in the middle of the board, the queen, the bishop, the knights on the side, not contributing at all. Confusion successful. Perpetual stalemate, trying to give some good vibes. Look on the bright side. You never lost with Grandelius on the team. That is very true. Grandelius is a new signing. The 2nd best player in Scandinavia, Nils Grandelius. So he will play for the Gnomes for the first time. And we have never lost a game with him on the team. That is so true. Too weak, too slow, trying to help out Chess Bay. We will have a no posting lines policy when I'm playing in the Pro Chess League. So we'll add a message on Moobot to the rotation. And by we, of course, I mean Chess Bay is gonna do her magic. Or so I hope. Yeah, it's pretty late. Make sure to watch the exciting finale tomorrow between Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen. Thanks to Magnus losing on time, very unexpectedly. It's gonna be a pretty close one. Hikaru is 2 points down with 8 games to go. So 8 games, anything really could happen. I'll be on site for some of it at the very least. So I think it's going to be interesting. Tomorrow I'm doing the same stream. I'm doing the Crazyhouse 1 a.m. stream. Do join me for that. I had a lot of fun doing this today. On Wednesday, there will be the Pro Chess League. Pro Chess League starting at 5 p.m. European time. 5 p.m. European time. on Wednesday. That's it from me. Thanks everybody for sticking with me. Thanks to everybody who challenged me. Thank you to everyone who actually taught me something. And let's remember my 0.1 second checkmate. I mean, actually, this Crazyhouse had quite a few highlights, and as such, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Good night.